opening at 6 o'clock this evening. Can I quiet? Over to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see these tan animals. So these black racing stripes, those are our Thompson gazelles, or as we like call them, Tommies. This green and yellow coaster that is above us and below us is Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt is the only coaster you're at Busch Gardens is over $4,000. For anyone getting off here in Nairobi, you'll be close to Cheetah Hunt, Log 2, Clovis First, the Moroccan Palace, Island Royalty, and of course, Pantopia. We're almost there, but not quite yet.
to your right hand side, put your hands up in the air, and wave goodbye to our hard-working station master. Say goodbye. I can't hear you. Say goodbye. We will be back in the station in about 35 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, over to your right hand side, we have this big white building. This is the Serengeti Overlook. The Serengeti Overlook is home to the cover kitchens, including Chica Kitchen, Oasis Pizza, and also Grand Bar if you are 21 or over. This area also has the Cheetah Hut, which was the green and yellow coaster we saw as we are moving forward. The Cheetah Hut is a magnetic launch coaster that will take you from 0 to 60 miles per hour at the left points in just a few seconds. It is also the longest coaster in America with 4,429 feet in track. We just made it into the Edith area and this first coaster you see over to your right hand side. This is the Cobra Express. The Cobra Express is a very quick coaster that will take you face to face. The 8 minutes after 2 minutes itself. This coaster is give it a try throughout your day. Please make sure we remain in seats at all times. Over to your right hand side, this yellow and blue coaster, this is Montu. Montu is the tallest and fastest inverted steel coaster in the southeastern United States. It will take you 150 feet up in the air and then it will drop you in speeds that can reach up to 65 miles per hour. This coaster will also flip you upside down 7 different times, 7 different ways. That leaves your feet to nickel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we just made it into the Serengeti Belt, to start off to your left-hand side, we have the reticulated giraffes. The reticulated giraffes can stand up to 19 feet tall, and they can do everything standing up, including eating, drinking, napping, and giving birth. Let's please remain seated, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not attempt to switch seats at this time. Now, also to your left-hand side, you will notice this very tall giraffe, and right next to it, the baby giraffe, baby Athena. Baby Athena is about 18 months old, and she is the youngest giraffe that we have. Right next to her, the darker giraffe that you see, a little brownish, that is our male giraffe. His name is Titan, and he is the newest male giraffe that we have here at Busch Gardens. Your left hand side, if you're looking at this big pond, this is you can see our white rhinos, ladies and gentlemen, and repeat, please do not attempt to change seats at this time. Please remain seated. The white rhinos can weigh up anything between 4,000 to 6,000 pounds, and they can run up to 35 miles per hour. Remain seated, please. Please sit down. Thank you. Now, the white rhinos can also run up to 35 miles per hour, and they have pretty big horns. These horns are actually not made out of bone, but they are made out of keratin, which is the same material as our hair and fingernails. Now, for those of you that looked over to the right, there was a baby rhino. That was baby Azizi. What you saw the rhinos doing, that is called mud bathing. They do this to protect from the sun. The mud usually acts like a natural sunscreen to protect their skin from the sun, and also acts as an insect repellent. Your left-hand side on top of the hill, we have these tame animals laying under the tree. These are the Defasa water bucks. The Defasa water bucks are in fact not aquatic creatures, but they will run to hide in the water if they feel threatened or endangered by an animal. To your right-hand side, you will catch a glimpse of the grand zebras. The grand zebras are the smallest of their species, and their stripes will go all the way around their bellies, which leaves their bodies perfectly striped from head to toe. And that is how you can tell the difference between the species of zebras. As we are moving forward, if you did not see the grand zebras on the right hand side, you will probably be able to see them over to your left hand side as we are approaching the tunnel. Also to your left hand side, You will notice this grayish animal with the short horns and shaggy beard. This is the wildebeest. The wildebeest can travel in herds up to 1.5 million individuals during the Great Migration, and they will create a dust cloud so big that will be seen from the International Space Station. Now, when a baby wildebeest is born, they have up to 7 minutes to learn how to run, or else the herd will leave them behind. Now, to your right and left hand side, another look to the grand zebras. Now, also to your right hand side on top of the hill, we have our redneck ostrich. Her name is Louise. Now, if you did notice our redneck ostrich that was hanging out with the giraffes, that was Wilma. Wilma and Louise are cousins. Now, redneck ostriches can stand up to 9 feet tall and they can run up to 40 miles per hour. They also have a very strong kick that will knock out a fully grown male lion in only one of their kicks. To your left-hand side on top of the hill, right on the green fence line, you will notice this tan animal with the white stripes on his back and the big horns. This is Benson. He is our male greater blue. He is only 1 year old. He is the only male that we have. Your right hand side, we have peaceful bungalows going up and down at the station. These are for the sky ride. The sky ride will take you 50 feet up in the air and it will give you a bird's eye view of the entire park and also the animals or the Serengeti Zoo. Just keep in mind if you are not an annual pass member or a fun card holder, you will have to pay a $5 charge per person. Now, as we keep moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, just keep in mind that we will not be stopping at the Congo train station. We are just passing by. So please remain seated, keep all your belly buttons clear of the train, and do not get ready to leave the train. We are only passing by. Going to your right hand side, you will notice this brown animal with the big horn. This is the Congo antelope. The Congo antelopes are a species that were thought to be extinct, but then they were rediscovered in the 1950s in Iceland and Tanzania.
the whistle. Alright guys, hold on tight. Now as you guys are parting the Serengo station, look over to your left and say goodbye to our hardworking station ambassadors. Say goodbye. I didn't hear anyone say goodbye. There we go. We will be back in about 30 to 35 minutes. Once again, our next stop is Nairobi. Now this red and blue coaster that we are currently going under is called Shikra. Shikra is America's first dive coaster. It will take you up 200 feet in the air, drop you at a 90-degree angle, not once, but twice, up to speeds of 70 miles per hour. And if you are looking over to your right, that wooden coaster is called Iron Gwazi. Iron Gwazi is called a slide. Miles per hour. Now, Iron Gwazi is located in the front of the park, so feel free to check it out. Over to the right, we do have Utopia, which is our most colorful area in the park. It's home to Falcon Ferry, the Carousel, Phoenix Rising, and Dragon Fire Grill, where you guys can eat and watch the show at the same time. Got the orange and teal drop tower in the middle, that is Falcon Ferry, but unfortunately Falcon Ferry is closed due to annual maintenance. See all our showtimes on the Busch Gardens app or buschgardens.com. And over to the left, you have a chill coaster, which is Copa. And Swahili Cool means roar and roar the ride Duffy does. You can hear it from miles away. That's how loud it actually is. Over to the right is blue coaster is Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising is one of our newest attractions here at Busch Gardens. It will take you about 80 feet in the air, so it will drop you at 44 miles per hour. And over to the left, we have the Skyride. The Skyride is another form of transportation. It will take you from the eastern side of the park to the Stanleyville side of the park, or vice versa. If you're a pass member, it is completely free to get on, but if not, you will have to pay $5 per person. Now, So you're entering the Serengeti belt where the animals are free roaming and they sometimes do like to come across the tracks. So please remain seated at all times and keep all body parts inside the train.
Por favor, manténganse sentados.
Over to the right behind the trees, you have a green and purple structure. That is Serengeti Flyer, which is a big swing ride that will swing you back and forth until you get 135 feet in the air at a top speed of 68 miles per hour. Coming up on the left, we do have this private island, which is home to our black rhino. Her name is Jody. Now, she may or may not be out there because she decides when she wants to come out. But the reason she has her own private island is because black rhinos are very shy and territorial. Coming up on the left, you may or may not see our Nyalas. They are dimorphic animals, meaning that the males and the females look completely different from each other. The females will be the brown one with the white stripes, and the male is the grayish black one with the horns and a beard. Over to the right, we do have the entrance and wait time to Serengeti Flyer if you guys want to give it a try. We also have the Asian elephants, the walkway to Plantopia, and the animal care center if you guys want to go inside and see the vets for more animals and ask them questions. And if you want to get up close and personal with the animals on the belt, you guys can book a tour at the Animal Interactive and Tourist Building, which is on our right-hand side right here, moving on the green stripe, going to look one on time. Now, as we are rolling into the Nairobi train station, please remain seated, and I will let you know when it's safe to exit. a long